Hi everyone, I'm Taluka from Markers and Minions. Today I want to show you the inside of the 2020-2021 Teacher Planner. At the time that I'm recording this, I'm all sold out of the planners that are the generic teacher planners without the benchmark pages inserted. So right now the only ones I have left are the benchmark ones, and what that means is there are an additional 40 pages included to help you plan out your ELA units. I'm going to show you what it all looks like, and even if you're not a Benchmark Advanced teacher, I'll show you what those pages look like, and they might even still be of use to you if you are going to be planning different ELA units. So I have 4 different covers this year. This is the classic one, and it's the one that is selling out the quickest. It's the You Got This cover. It's got sort of like a marbly texture to it. Then this one is the mint, and I believe, last I checked, I believe this one is sold out. All of them are sold out. This is a really pretty minty color. This one I love. I think there's one left of this one. This is the Flair pen, and I drew it on my iPad, and I think it came out really cute. And then the back it's a little bit different. It has 2 little Flair pens. And then this is the other one that's selling quite a bit, really popular, is the Stripes. And the back looks the same. Okay, so now the inside is going to be really similar to last year's planner if you have last year's. And so I kept the watercolor theme. It's got a bunch of useful beginning pages like Meet the Teacher, important dates, calendar. In the important dates section, that's where you put like your kids' birthdays or field trips, anything that you want to keep track of. There's a student information spread here, and I added a column from last year. I added usernames and passwords to keep track of their logins, because they have a million logins now. We've got the communication log, so this is where you can log any kind of communication that you have with parents or meetings, etc. I left in the sub-plan spread, so this is like a master. You're not going to want to write on these 2 pages exactly. You're going to want to make copies of these, and then you can give these to subs every time you have a substitute teacher. Or what you can do is just fill out the things that don't change and then run copies and then just customize for that day with your plans. Hi Elise, I would love a generic planner. Will you have no, I won't have any more. I'm sorry. I'm not doing any more reorders this year. So I did 500 up front, and I'm just selling what I've got. So we've got the year plan and the curriculum map. So here's where you would, this is really going to help you map out like your pacing guide for your different subjects. And then the tabs, let me show you what these look like, because now we're at our first tab. I love the tabs this year. I had them cut them in half from last year, so they're a lot thinner now, and it's white text, and it looks really clean. It doesn't stick out from outside the edges of the book or anything. And the first tab here is templates. So this is the Benchmark Advanced Planner, and this is the only one that I have left. These are what the templates look like. So I made them really generic. You're gonna have your unit overview, so you've got your essential question, any close reading skills, spelling and phonics skills, language, and then writing. And then each week has its own spread as well, where you can write down your spelling words, what you're focusing on for grammar, vocabulary, and high frequency words. You'll list your titles of what you're reading in your unit, and then each day I broke it down into close reading, so anything that relates to like comprehension, foundational skills, so this can be down in the younger grades, that's going to be all your phonemic awareness and those foundational skills, and then in upper grade that would look more like your your spelling and your phonics. And then here's your writing section here. So that's what it looks like for each day. And like I said, there's 40 pages because there's one unit overview page and then 3 of these weekly spreads for each unit, and there are 10 units. So that looks like this. And next we have our months and our daily planner. So I'm going to turn to August here. Each month has a really pretty spread from, it's the same as last year, just updated with the current dates. And then what I did based on feedback from last year's planner was as soon as you turn the page, you're going to have a notes page. So I know in some planners there's, at the end of the planner, there's like a bunch of notes pages, but I thought for myself personally, I appreciate it when I have a notes page for every single month because of, you know, staff meetings or whatever, things that pertain to that month. I wanted to have space there. So you've got a spread, and then it goes right into your daily planner, and this is where you can write down your plans for every subject. So one question I get a lot is, do you have a planner for math, or do you have a planner for science? It's really an all-purpose planner. So you'd write your subjects up here, or the different time blocks throughout your day, whatever you prefer, and then you just jot down your plans there. So what this looks like in my classroom is I have this open and on my desk all day long, and usually right about here is where recess is. So the first half of my day, I'm following these plans, whatever I've got. And then when we're back from lunch, then here's my afternoon. And then I have 4 columns here. And this column for me personally is usually like reminders for that day or a quick to-do list for the next day. So that's what those look like. There's that design for every single month. And then we get to the checklist pages in the back. And the checklist is also known as your grade book. So the first page in this benchmark planner is going to be a grade book for all of your unit and weekly tests. So you'll put your students' names here. And of course you can, if you wanted to, you could fold this over so that you don't have to keep writing their names. Some teachers like to cut it. I wouldn't cut it because then you'd lose the last few grades here in the last few columns. But you can fold it over if you don't want to keep writing their names out. So for the benchmark grade book, you've got Unit 1, Week 1, Week 2, Week 3. And the Week 3 test is your long unit test. So remember I got a question about that last year. They were saying, well, what about the unit test? It's that one. It's the Week 3 one. And then at the end here, there's space for your 4 interim tests if you are going to be taking those. And based off of feedback from last year, I added more gradebook pages. So now I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 8. Sorry, 8. And then the last page here is just an extra notes page. And then this year I was able to get, this was hard to get, by the way, folks, because of the demand for plastic, because of face shields. So anyway, I got a sheet protector. So a couple people were asking for this. So, you know, any kind of loose pages you can stick in there, and that's at the very back of the planner. And that is the Markers and Minions Teacher Planner. They started shipping. I know the first person just got theirs today, and they're being shipped via FedEx, so it's very quick. I am going in on the back end of my website and adding in tracking numbers manually. So yeah, there's a bit of a delay there just because I have like over 300 orders. But we're working hard to get these all out to you. And if you order now, if you haven't ordered yet, if you place your order now, you can expect to have yours shipped immediately. Now that they're all done being produced, they're just sitting in the warehouse and the shipper is just packing and shipping all day. All right, thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be around.